everyone. Hey. Hi. Hello there, Yawning Bear Nation. How's it going? How's it going? My god, there is a lot of things have happened. Hold on. I need to actually check when was the last time I uploaded a podcast episode. Because to be quite honest, I don't remember. I, honest to Lord, do not remember. So let me go look at that. Okay. Loading up the Yawning Bear channel. Okay. Last time I recorded a podcast episode was, oh my god, 7 months. Jesus. Oh, mother has been letting y'all starve. I'm so sorry, my children. Oh, mother's been letting you starve. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to let you guys starve for 7 months. Oh my god. Holy shit. So a lot of stuff has happened. Holy fuck. Jesus. Shit. How do I, oh my god, like so much has happened. I don't, like, the last thing I remember talking about on the podcast was like Nier's Garden and like fucking Chase Desu, who fucking ended up rebranding to some fucking bitch name Solarius Lion or some shit. Fuck you. And then Nier, oh my god, the whole, I can't even get into it because it's just let's just say like the whole Nier Garden situation kind of escalated to where potential things might happen to Nier simply because of the fact that they put a minor in danger. They essentially ended up, I don't know what the fuck happened, but some bitch got a hold of one of Nier's Garden's like old friends' like school info and shit, or their parents, or found like their parents' emailed their parents because they fully believe that this kid is like bullying the shit out of Nier's Garden and also wanted to quote unquote protect them. But when they messaged this kid's parents, mind you, some random grown-ass adult, by the way, some random grown-ass adult trying to like defend Nier's Garden and trying to, I guess, quote unquote, stop the fucking drama, however the fuck they thought that shit was gonna go, by contacting one of Nier's old friends who was like a minor. Like, I think they're like still in high school. I think they're like 17 currently. Or I think either they turned 16 or 17. Like, that's how young they are. And they were friends with Nier's Garden, and for some reason this random ass stranger got a hold of this kid's information, contacted the school or their parents or something, contacted somebody important to like tell them, like, I think your kid's in danger because they're doing all these dangerous things and they're being so mean to Nier's Garden and you should really check them out. And like they started linking all of their socials, and them doing this to this kid, who's, by the way, are MAGA parents. Oh, MAGA, yes! Basically outed them that they're queer, and their kid and their parents are just like, I don't know what the fuck happened. I think they got grounded or something. I'm not too sure about their whereabouts now. The only thing I heard from the grapevine is when they turn 18, consequences will be served. So, Nier's Garden, find a fucking lawyer or something of the sort, because you really. The thing I hate about Nier's Garden, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry that I'm starting the podcast talking about Nier's Garden, but the thing I hate about Nier's Garden, and why I think Nier's Garden is probably the most stupidest fucking person to ever exist on the internet, is their whole mindset is like, oh, I want to create an environment and space where I'm welcoming and also I'm protecting minors. And yet those same exact minors you're trying to protect, you're like exposing them to essentially porn because you found it funny. It's like, you're stupid, like you're dumb, like you're actually big dummy, you're dumb head. Like, what do you mean, hey, I want to protect minors, but also let me tell them what a G-spot is, because I don't want them to feel left out of the conversation. It's like, you don't, I really wish that some people would think about the fact it's like if they're like your little brother or cousin or something, like would you tell them what a fucking G spot is at your big ass age? No, right? Or am I just weird? I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, enough about Near's Garden. Like they're a bitch. They've been dealt with. The only thing I feel bad is their significant other because they definitely have been like going through it and people have not been making it easy for them to like really be happy. And it kind of got to the point where there was like this random fucking account that like popped up with the whole like response thing or whatever and they were just going fucking weird and crazy on people because people kind of rejected the whole like near significant others response and I don't know why I'm protecting their identity. They're literally an adult now, but try to give them some kind of respect, you know. um they had like a whole like, hey, here's what's been going on the past few months since Near got canceled, and they've basically like been harassed so fucking much. And it is really crazy to be quite honest. Um Also to that one person that told me, "Hey, can we stop giving bad people attention?" Hey, how about you fucking go. And with that being said, I also want to say I'm really, really sorry for saying that. I have a lot of anger that needs managing still, and I actually don't want you to. I will agree. Honest to God, you have a point. This isn't just somebody you can just ignore, because when you ignore them, like how I did for 10 years, they've only grown bigger and stronger. So sometimes ignoring the problem doesn't really work. And maybe let's start looking at the bad people and see why we're giving them attention. Okay? Okay. You had a point. Not saying you didn't, but maybe let's stop treating some things like it's just black and white. Okay? Cool. Cool. No hate to you though. Love you. You're a good person. But yeah, a lot of other shit has been going on. I will admit, I started this year off with a ton of new friends, and I'm only 3 months in, and I'm getting less and less. Oh my god, I'm really trying hard not to make this sound too depressing, because I did try to record another podcast episode before this, and I think I just started venting like really, really hard. Like after I like finish recording, and I maybe like edit like a good 4 minutes of it, I'm just like, I can't fucking release this. I started venting at one point, and it's because, guys, I have a confession to make. Now, I know some of you guys are probably listening to this, and you are not of age, or you are not 21, and it's important that I mention 21 because I smoke. Looks left, looks right. The flower, if you catch my drift. So, I guess I'm kind of bringing this up mostly not to be like some kind of like, yeah, I do that stuff. It's like, no, it's not that. I kind of just want to disclose that just in case if people, I don't know, I guess make the joke or notice that um I'm a little cuckoo bananas. Maybe it's because I got something that's in my system, and I kind of want to be open with that for like maybe like potential stuff in the future, but um maybe for like content wise probably yeah, but I just want to disclose that. I don't know why, I just feel like it's important, but also I'm here to tell you that I don't promote smoking. I think smoking is bad. um and if you are going to smoke, never e-cigarettes, or else I will immediately hate you and I would never want to ever meet you or be around you, because cigarettes are nasty and they kill your lungs. At least smoking the doing the gardening, as they say, um doesn't necessarily kill you. So I would rather have you do one thing than the other. But with that being said, drug is a drug, so I'd rather just have you not do them at all. I do what I do now simply because of the fact that it does help me. in a sense, but also don't let that fool you to where to where you think it helps you and then it just helps you in a different way, you know. I don't know. I've seen a lot of people go down a really rough path, a really rough path in their life when they start doing the gardening stuff. And me, when I started, I maybe started for like a little while and then I stopped because then I grown to like notice that all of my peers that were currently doing it were like that's all they ever wanted to fucking do. It's all they wanted to talk about. That's all they ever wanted to show each other. And it's like they get weirdly how do I put it? Like they get really like close knitted and shit like that. Which like understandable because not everybody at a young age is gonna be doing that kind of stuff. Maybe till like you get older to where it's kind of like normal. Have you ever noticed that as you gotten older and stuff like gardening and drugs and all that stuff, like that shit just becomes normalized between like you and your peers? Or is that just me because I maybe don't make a lot of good choices in life. I don't put myself in danger. It's just I guess people's looks can be deceiving is what I kind of want to say, which speaking of looks at being deceiving, unfortunately at the start of was it February or was it the start of March? It was either March or February, either beginning of last month or this month. Unfortunately I had to cut a friend off due to the fact that I don't know if I can fully get into it, which is kind of like I feel like I want to get into it because I feel like it will be wrong for me not to talk about it, but I also don't want to mention it simply because the fact it is a little heavy on me. But again, I also feel like if I don't mention it, it just feels like I'm just letting some shit slip that I wouldn't normally let slip between like shit I've like spoke out in the past. Um, man. I will touch on this. I think it is. How do I put this into words? Let's just all be mindful of what we send, whether it's in a public place or a private place. Um, I understand that we all like to kiki and giggle on the internet, and shit is just fun and games, and nothing's really real and serious on the internet. The only thing that keeps it from being real is the fact that there are actual people behind those messages that you see. And sometimes what's funny to you may not be funny to everybody else. And you really got to be mindful of that sometimes because not everybody, you know, so let's be mindful of what we post on the internet. Um, And if you really want to joke and be a certain way, maybe get to know them first, know what their boundaries are, and get familiar with, what they find cool and what isn't cool, depending on where they are in life. And I think and I just may think you might not get called a pedophile. Just throwing that out there, gang. um, what else has been going on? I mean, there's a lot of personal heavy shit going on in my personal life. Again, boo, boring. Womp womp. Get off the stage. Oh, but to make this fucking sad, soppy story be sad and soppy, um, there is some personal shit that is going on in my life. Not necessarily for me, but it's definitely happening to somebody else that does matter a lot to me, and therefore it kind of whatever they go through kind of affects me as well, in a sense that if they're not feeling safe then I'm not feeling safe, and it kind of worries me a lot, actually. But hey, I'm alive so far. I'm glad. Recording a podcast episode. I'm so glad to be back, and I honest to God don't feel like I've really said anything important besides talk shit. Oh yeah, I recently recorded a diff singer. I think I've already posted the cover by now. I recorded a diff singer. It got configured in basically like a matter of like 4 fucking days. I shit you not, in 4 days it was like ready and prepared. Um, I like recorded so quick for that voice bank too, by the way. It's just what sucks is that what I have learned from that whole like diff singer experience with my old OC Zoro. Um, it's I've cannot do his voice anymore. I've learned to accept. I mean, I probably could do it if I like practice again as much as I did like maybe the few years ago, but I can't do his voice anymore. His voice actually strains my throat so bad that it's just I just don't like his voice anymore, and it's just really hard for me to record in a range that I'm not really that comfortable anymore. And it sucks. It really does, because then it makes me feel bad that I kind of wish I would have done other things with his voice, but it is what it is. Things happen. With that being said, I also just uploaded a long let's play. It's like an hour long. I was playing Paranormal Syndrome. It is a RPG Maker game that I used to play when I was a kid. It was super cool. It was super awesome. I'll be honest, the beginning of it was so fucking boring. It was actually kind of embarrassing. I meant to do like more like quirky like edits and like funny little gag stuff, but I kind of thought about it, and after I like uploaded the video, I kind of realized like maybe I should save all like the funny quirky edits for like YouTube shorts. That way I could use my YouTube shorts to link back to this to that let's play, and hopefully it might get people to watch it. I hope. I don't know. I've recently just got back into the whole Let's Play thing. I know I used to bitch and whine a lot in the past about like, oh my god, I hate Let's Plays. Oh my god, I hate Let's Plays. Oh my god, I hate recording Let's Plays. They're so dumb. They're so stupid. They're so awkward. Like, you know, some bullshit. And then all I ever did was like play video games on my stream. Oh, make it make sense. But yeah, I've getting back to recording Let's Plays. Since I can't stream at the moment, I will be getting into Let's Plays. Also, I have completely commissioned a redesigned look of my Sona, as I may appear as. Y'all are not ready for this redesign because I'm gonna be honest, it might break some of y'all's heart. But also, I think you guys might like it at the same time. I think I did a little teaser on my Discord server with his back. So yeah, stay tuned. I am still looking for some more people to help redesign it. I think I figured out what kind of theme I want to go towards, and I'm pretty excited. I am pretty excited for it. Hopefully by next year I can finally get back into streaming. I am still looking forward to that. Just going through a lot at the moment, and hopefully once I get out of my current situation, I'll be able to have a more comfortable and stable, I guess, workflow, because eventually I'll get to finally have like my own space. If that does end up going that way, I can just, I don't know. It's just a really hard to record, mostly because of the fact that it's not that I don't live alone, it's that I don't necessarily have privacy anymore. It's like I kind of sacrifice my privacy in the current situation that I'm in, and it's just getting to the point where now it's like I have like maybe zero to none privacy. So it makes recording really hard. Like, I still want to do more let's plays and stuff like that. Like, I haven't fully completely given up on that, given the fact like I just fucking started. I do want to finish playing Paranormal Syndrome, but I also want to play Fatal Frame and Kingdom Hearts, and I've been wanting to play those on my channel way before everybody and their fucking mamas decide to start playing fucking Fatal Frame and Kingdom Hearts, by the way. Everyone and their fucking mamas playing fucking Fatal Frame and Kingdom Hearts, by the way. Everybody just all of a sudden felt like I too want to play Kingdom Hearts all of a sudden. And I too want to play fucking Fatal Frame. Not the second one, not the remake that just come out, which people are also playing, by the way, but the fucking first one. Like, they're starting from like the very fucking beginning, and I'm just like, well, damn. Everybody's just fucking slurping out the fucking Fatal Frame and Kingdom Hearts juice and leaving me fucking none. I don't know why I ranted about that. I think that's actually kind of cool. I think it's actually kind of cool. I think it's actually kind of cool that people are doing that because Fatal Frame and Kingdom Hearts are like one of my two favorite games in the whole wide web, whole wide world. And I'm actually really happy that people are starting to play Kingdom Hearts and Fatal Frame, but man, I wish I was the first one to do it though. That's the thing. It's so good. It's so good. But I'm happy. I think I'm satisfied. Though, like I said, I want to finish Pinwheel Syndrome. I want to start playing, I think, Fatal Frame next. Simply because of the fact I did also used to stream that game, but I think I got stuck on the third chapter. And I didn't make that much progress, and I'll be honest, I think I kind of quit. And then I tried to go and play Resident Evil Deadly Silence on stream, but unfortunately, while I was streaming that game, my ex-boyfriend of 4 years did in fact break up with me during that stream. Um, yeah. Luckily, I got over it. Hey, by the way, update. I kind of got over the whole breakup bullshit, so I do definitely want to go back to playing Deadly Silence. I think that'll be a fun game to play. Oh, by the way, I had a buddy of mine who I kind of met like 4 years ago, simply because of the fact 4 years ago was like maybe like around the time I like got into like VTubing and shit. And what I used to do is that I used to scroll on Twitch and I used I used to look for like small streamers to like interact with, like small furry streamers to like interact with and potentially build friendships and partnerships with them. And there's this one guy, um his YouTube video popped up in my fucking alt his YouTube video popped in my alt account. An alt account that I don't use for like VTubing stuff and all that shit. Like it's like strictly for entertainment. Like I have two YouTube accounts. One account is for like, my business stuff, like my content or whatever, while the other account is strictly for like entertainment purposes. It's just for people that, I genuinely like to watch. And also it's a really old account of mine, so it's kind of like, I like do everything that's like for like entertainment purposes, while my other account is like strictly for business. And that's how I always kept it. But yeah, I was on my alt account and I saw this YouTube video and the character on it looked very familiar. And I was like, huh, this guy looks very familiar. I clicked on their video and I was looking even closer and I'm just like, man, this guy looks really familiar. And then my heart like dropped because like, there's no fucking way. And so like I went onto my Discord because I still have them added on Discord. And I was like, no fucking way, it's the same guy. His fucking YouTube channel is blooming. It's fucking Bumbaclot. His YouTube channel, Bumbaclot. Oh my fucking god. Holy shit. Like it's so full. I like rub its belly. It's so full. But holy fucking shit. I never in my day. I think a lot of people don't understand this, but like you can message me like anytime if you want. I may or may not respond, but like if we definitely had like a relationship before, or like I try to like hang out in your space and some shit, like if come by, say hey. Like oh my god, like all of my streamer friends, like look, even if you're not making content anymore that much anymore, like you can still say hi. Like our friendship wasn't just strictly business, by the way. I have been playing Resident Evil with a friend. I kind of got him into the series. He's played most of the Resident Evils, and it's been pretty fucking great. I think I mentioned this in the Paranormal Syndrome Let's Play. If not, I probably cut that out. But I recently we had a conversation where he wanted to basically do this exchange where it's just like, okay, I play these horror. Okay, you recommend me these horror games, and I'll play them. And meanwhile, what am I trying to say? So I recommend him horror games, right? And horror game series, right? And he plays them and I get to watch them. So in return, he picks JRPGs for me to play because I want to get into more JRPGs anyways. He picks a JRPG for me and then I play it for him. and it's a good jolly time. But I'm gonna be honest, these horror games and these RPGs do not mix well at all. Like they do not correlate at fucking all. Like I think the game he chose for me to play is Digimon World 3. I forgot which one it is. I have to actually look at what it is. Oh no, Digimon World 2003. That's the one he got me playing, and I've been cracking these fucking jokes when we're playing the game, and I keep making the jokes like, God, I'm like signing my soul to the fucking metaverse, and I'm basically logging into Twitter. Cause like in Digimon World, it's like you Digimons are like basically like an online game or whatever, and you can like have like a team and like fight shit and scream and cry like in this giant like fucking server transport your it's like sort of online essentially, where like they kind of climb into like this little capsule thing and they fucking like go on the internet and play with Digimons and shit. It's kind of like that. And so I'm kind of like making the joke. It's like, oh shit, they got me signing up for the fucking metaverse now, and they're gonna fucking take my information and fucking make a copy of my skeleton or some shit. It's like just making stupid jokes like that. Cause hey, what's up, you guys? It's the next day. Hey, it's the next day. So I'm completely sober now, by the way, and I was originally gonna close out the podcast episode like in a normal fashion way, but my sister came home from work. So I was like, okay, I'll just pause the recording. And she's just like, I'm hungry. And I was like, okay, let me go heat you up some food after creeping me the fuck out. And I go to the kitchen, I'm doing my thing, and like turn on the air fryer. And apparently the the air fryer fucking what do you call it? What do you call it? What do you call it? Um it's like it basically like shut the power off essentially, because I had the air fryer on, but also I had my little space heater on in my bedroom, and it like basically shut the power off on one side of the house. And like my sister asked me, is like, "Oh, did you manage to like save your thing that you're working on?" And I was like, "What thing? Like I don't think I was working on anything important." Until it just hit me. I was recording this excuse me, I was recording this podcast episode, and I was like, fuck, I was recording a whole like 30-40 minutes of a podcast episode, and then it just went down the drain. And I got super bummed out because I was like, man, I was really spilling the fucking tea on on this fucking episode. Thank fucking God that that recovery feature came in fucking clutch. Cause I would have probably just straight up just canceled the podcast at this point if I had to fucking re-record this entire bitch all over again. But hey, nothing was lost, and I can still post this episode. Yay, yay, yay. And mama's gonna feed y'all good. Mother is gonna feed you. I don't know. I'm still trying to embrace the whole like mothering and mama kind of bullshit. Anyway, also, can I talk about something really quick? Why is it that y'all hoes, mine, literally none of y'all, why is it that some of my friends, some of these hoes are like, oh my God, happy Women's Day? Because Women's Day was like, what, like a week or two ago? And yet they came up to me and they're just like, oh my God, happy Women's Day. Ah. And I'm just like, oh. Like last time I checked, I don't identify as a woman, but they're just like, yeah, but like you're like gender ambiguous. So like, happy Women's Day. And I'm just like, okay, okay. I'll give you guys that one. Okay, like whatever. Like I'll accept the compliment or whatever, like whatever. Like fuck it, like whatever, girl, like whatever, like okay, I'm gender ambiguous, like okay, like just whisper sweet nothings to my ear. Like nothing gets a non-binary's nipples hard when you say that they're non-binary. I don't know, I'm still not identifying as a woman. I'm still identifying closer to a guy, but not completely following the gender. I need to stop talking about this before I start spiraling. I don't need to do this. Not today, not right now. I'm already tired as it is. But yeah. I don't even remember what the fuck I was talking about, because I'll be honest, I was fried as shit. So, probably by the time I start editing this episode, I'm probably gonna start cutting a lot of shit out. I hope I don't have to cut out too much, simply because of the fact that I don't want to like I have to re-record all this shit again because the amount of times I try to record this fucking episode has been dia-fucking-bolical. So hopefully this is the last, this is the first, and this is the last time I have to fucking record this episode. But yay, yay, yay. But also, oh my god, you guys are eating up that fucking Near's Garden episode. 300 views, girl. 300 views. 300 views, and yet none of them are paying my bills. Oh, what kind of dystopia have I created? Oh my goodness. I would make another Nearest Garden tea spilling episode, but also, like, I do remember saying yesterday that I probably shouldn't give them so much attention. The most I am probably gonna do is like talk my shit like whenever I can, but like as that one person that told me maybe stop giving bad people attention, they do have a point to a certain extent to where it's like, yeah, maybe you shouldn't really give bad people the attention because the way that Near, why the fuck am I talking about Near? Oh my god, girl, like get over yourself. Anyways, we're not talking about Near, like fuck that bitch. We been new. Man, I don't know how to close this episode. Like I'm kind of just like, just kind of flapping my gums. But I did get some messages actually today from some friends basically like congratulating me that I started uploading again. But all right, I think that's gonna do it for this podcast episode. I'm so sorry for all the fucking tea spilling. I promise you, it's not every single fucking episode is gonna be like a tea spilling session or me just fucking like talking my shit about like the same person like almost every single fucking episode. Because Jesus Christ, like look, I like tea spilling every here and there. I'm not above talking shit. Well, I don't want to say I'm talking shit. I'm kind of like spitting my fucking truth, but I'm not above like fucking doing the whole little shit talking every now and then. I will never ever want to claim and lie to all these fucking people and be like, let's not be mean. Let's all be nice to each other and stop with all this gossiping. Just stop it. Just stop it. If you can't tell, I'm kind of low key role playing as Near's Garden, but but I'm not above it. I'm really not. And but also I don't want to do it all the fucking time because I get it. It does become excessive and it does become annoying because when all you fucking do is talk shit about other people, eventually people are going to start looking at your own tea and they're going to try and clock it eventually. That's kind of what happened to a buddy of mine recently. Well, he's not really a buddy of mine anymore. He kind of like disappeared off the internet. But, I guess like a fair warning to all my youngins that do kind of watch my content and probably shouldn't. Um, I know it's cool and all to like maybe like clock people's tea and shit and like, maybe call people out on being like a piece of shit and an asshole, but it really has to come out of, I guess, the goodness of humanity. I'm not sure how I want to phrase it, but it cannot just come from like your personal beliefs and your heart where it's just like, well, I feel like I'm doing the right thing. Well, sometimes what you feel like is the right thing isn't always the right thing to do. So, and I've seen time and time again that people have eventually like get themselves like paranoid about like speaking out or just think like they get like a target behind their back. Like I've seen people destroy themselves to the point that they straight up will start flipping their shit if they get like any like I've seen people flip their shit to the point that they like straight up paranoid themselves into thinking like, oh my god, everybody just fucking hates me. Like everybody hates me because I am so woke and I spit the fucking truth, which like no. That's all in your head, babes. Like, babes, that's all in your head. I don't know how else to like explain that to you. That's all in your head. Like no one actually fucking hates you. And I'm gonna be so honest, I don't think a lot of people know who the fuck you are. So to claim that I'm just the most hated person in the world is just like, you're really not. But I think that should be like a sign that I think you're kind of like sick of yourself. I think you're kind of sick of hearing your own voice. And I could never get sick of hearing my own voice because I am narcissistic. I don't claim that. I don't claim that energy at all. Okay, if I had to talk about Nearest Garden one more last fucking time, why didn't Nearest Garden try to fucking change the phrase what narcissistic means? And we're going to end it on that note. Thank you guys so much for listening to this podcast episode of the Yawning Bear podcast. It's still a work in progress title, and I'm going to be honest, I'm too fucking lazy to change it. What do you guys think about this episode? Are you happy to see me back and uploading bullshit again? Let me know in the comments below, or don't say shit. Matter of fact, I want you to screenshot this podcast and tell me how much you fucking hate it. And make sure you at me on Twitter and Blue Sky, and what's another account that I have? Man, is it really just only Twitter and Blue Sky nowadays? Damn. Girl, whatever. But anyways, thank you guys so much for listening to this podcast episode. I'll see you guys in a next episode, upload, whatever the fuck I'm doing. Girl, I don't know whatever I'm doing. We kind of just freestyling at this point. All right. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.